A lot of Manchester United fans are getting restless and frustrated because of Manchester United's reported inability to get deals across the lines. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to actually debunk that and just tell you what Manchester United's transfer strategy under John Murtough actually is. If you remember, Erik during his first press conference, he said that him and John Murtough have a plan. It's a very good plan, and they are putting that plan into action. I refuse to think that plan is, let's go for Frankie de Jong, and if Barcelona say no, then that's it. We do not have any other plans. No, I'm going to tell you what the plan is. And let's start with an analogy, okay? Let's say the following. Let's say you have 150 million pounds as your transfer kitty, and you have 6 players that you are targeting. Let's go with Malacia, Frankie de Jong, Lisandro Martinez, Dumfries, Christian Eriksen, and Anthony. So 6 players that you have identified as ideal transfer targets for Manchester United. You have 150 million pounds to get them through the door. What do? What would be the smart thing to do? Well, the smart thing to do is to look at these players and say, which one of these is our ultimate priority? What's the answer to that question? Well, the answer is, of course, Frankie de Jong. If you ask Erik ten Hag, using the Pareto principle, the 80-20, 20-80, who is the one player who will have such a big influence on the way Manchester United plays, on our ability to control and win games? Frankie de Jong. That's the player. That's our talisman. So it makes sense to try to get his signature first, to secure him before you move on to other targets, because the other targets are simply not as essential. Or you can even downgrade those options to your second option, third option, and fourth option. But with Frankie de Jong, it's just Frankie de Jong. I really get mad when Manchester United fans tell me, yeah, but how about Spurs signing Bissouma? We don't care. We don't care about Bissouma. Does Erik ten Hag want Yves Bissouma? No. He wants Frankie de Jong. Oh, how about Ruben Neves? We don't care. Does he want Ruben Neves? No, he doesn't. He wants Frankie de Jong. So what John Murtough is doing is logical. It's rational. Get Frankie de Jong first, then get the others, because the alternative would have been catastrophic for Manchester United. Imagine if we paid 40 million for Lisandro Martinez, for example, and then 60 million for Anthony. Now we only have around 50 million left, right? Maybe that's not enough to get a deal for Frankie de Jong through the door. Maybe we have to downgrade Frankie de Jong. Erik ten Hag is not happy. He wants Frankie de Jong because he's essential to the way he wants to play. Then we have to wait to sell other players to raise more funds. Now other clubs know about this, and Barcelona know about this. So it becomes just harder to negotiate, either when it comes to selling players or to negotiate a fair price with Barcelona. But what John Murtough is doing is exactly the right thing to do. Get Frankie de Jong through the door first. Think of Frankie de Jong as your utility bills. When you get paid every month, you don't go ahead and buy a pair of Air Jordans and a Nintendo Switch. Those things are nice to have, believe me. But first, you pay your utility bills. Your electricity, water, internet, phone, etc. You pay your insurance. You make sure there is food in your fridge. Then you go and buy those other things, right? That's what Frankie de Jong is. But of course, a lot of you are going to say, well, if that were the case, then what stopped us from actually getting other deals through the door? Well, as I'm talking to you right now, Feyenoord just accepted a 13 million pound offer for Tyrell Malacia, their left back. So this proves that Manchester United are working in the shadows, behind the scenes, on other deals on top of the Frankie de Jong deal. But they are not going to move and make concrete financial offers for those players until they have secured Frankie de Jong. And now that is already done with Barcelona, since they already agreed on a guaranteed fee. Now it's mostly about what kind of bonuses are we going to have. Personal terms with Frankie de Jong and his agents have already been agreed. So I think that the Manchester United transfer window right now is going to go on a domino effect kind of vibe. I think that a lot of deals are going to follow. I think we're going to get between 4 to 6 players this summer. We're going to at least have 4 before the game against Brighton. So definitely exciting times for Manchester United. The other thing I want to talk about is why such a big focus on Dutch players. The answer is very simple. Erik ten Hag is a very smart guy. He knows very well that Manchester United's dressing room is dysfunctional. He knows that the club were dysfunctional when it comes to recruitment. So what he wants to do, I want to play the Erik ten Hag way. He watched that Crystal Palace game. He saw how tactically inept and how undercoached this team is. And so what he's thinking is, I want to get players who know me and who I know very well, because I want them to be the lieutenant, the players who I don't need to explain things too much to them. They already get what Dutch football is about. They already get what possession-based football is all about. And they already get what my way of playing is already about. This is why pretty much every player we are connected with knows Erik ten Hag by some capacity. Either they played with him, or they played for him, or they trained with him, or they played against him. And so it makes perfect sense. So this is what the strategy is. And to me, it's a strategy that makes so much sense. We don't have to follow what other clubs do. We just need to do what works for us. And I believe this works for us because it's the best way for us to get high quality players who will definitely improve us without breaking the bank and without looking foolish by overpaying in the transfer market. So anyway, tell me in the comment section below, what do you think about this? Do you agree or disagree with me? Are you still frustrated? Are you still angry at the fact that Manchester United are not really getting transfers through the door? And please share your thoughts by leaving a comment in the comment section below. Cheers.